Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel today. Oh wow, Overcomers with Our Word. Guys, today I want to talk about surviving narcissistic mother abuse. They typically tell women, if you want to know how a man will treat you, look to the relationship that he has with his mother. In some cases that can be true, but I find that to be very misleading, as the mother-son bond is usually strained, to say the least. Some mothers create a bond, and then there are those mothers who create soul ties, often mistaken by the son as loyalty to him, where the mothers will often cover up for their sons' bad behavior, lie for their sons as some sort of demonstration to that son of this mistaken loyalty, but it's really setting him up for the things that she will have him doing for her later on. However, with her daughters, if you fail to see a genuine, trusting, loving relationship between the two, it's generally because the mother views the daughter as competition. If you want to understand any woman, you must first ask her about her mother and then listen carefully. The more a daughter knows about the details of her mother's life, the stronger the daughter and the stronger their bond. The less a daughter knows about the details of her mother's life, the stronger the likelihood the mother is a narcissist and will seek to do everything she can to put out that daughter's light. So, what's it like being raised in such a toxic environment with a narcissistic abuser? First and foremost, what you lacked most and was never receiving, what you lacked most and was never receiving was any loving, nurturing, supportive, or validating care from your mother. She never demonstrated any love towards you. However, if she was active in any social or religious circles, you often saw her demonstrating this fake love towards others. This tool is used by the narcissist to make you work to please her, to make you work to gain her love and affection, which she will withhold from you even more. No child should ever have to work to receive their parents' love, affection, approval, care, validation. No child. Second, this working for her love and affection often creates a perfection complex in the child, where the child will seek to do everything right. And no matter how well the child excels in school, work, social endeavors, or activities, the narcissistic mother will never compliment or acknowledge the child. But the narcissistic mother will definitely take the credit when the daughter is complimented openly by others, because it reflects well on her skills as a mother. And yes, I have to use air quotes on those skills as a mother, because the child is not parented in any loving way. Third, with regards to her children, the narcissistic mother wants loyalty and devotion to her and her alone, and she will pit and play her children against the other. She will only demonstrate affection to the one sibling she has chosen to be the golden child, all in her attempts to make the other siblings resentful of that one child. The narc mother wills it as a tool to make the other children work for that same treatment, which they naively think is love and which they will never get. Another tactic you will see used by the narc mother towards her daughter: she wants no one to have any strong confidence in her daughter, as she first views her as competition. But more importantly, the narc mother always wants to be superior to her. The narc mother wants to always view herself in the home or the family unit as the person of authority on all matters, the person everyone comes to for counsel, guidance, or advice. You think she cares. That's what she wants you to believe. But the end goal is to use whatever details you give to sabotage you or to manipulate how you're viewed. The narcissist mother, on the other hand, will never give you any intimate details about her life, her relationships, her friendships, her childhood experiences, etc., but will want to know every detail of yours. The end goal being control and domination. Therefore, the less you know about them, the more they are in control of you. They will always need to control all sides of the stories that they tell and who they tell it to. They delicately and craftily lead a smear campaign against their targets, to isolate you and make sure you don't get help. And in order for their campaign to work, the narc mother will need to keep you isolated from her life, which includes even isolating you from your family members on her side and even on the father's side of the family. The mother will treat the daughter with such disdain in the home, while selectively choosing a few of the daughter's friends or possibly a favorite teacher to speak highly of the daughter. Now, why does the mother do this? The narc mother does this so as to always appear as the victim, especially if the daughter somehow musters up the courage to seek help outside of the home. And if and or when she speaks out, the less likely she will be believed. The daughter of the narcissist often lives an isolated existence to keep the child from having any outside allies. Finally, boundaries don't exist within the home run by a narcissistic mother. If ever the daughter tries to protect herself in any manner, the narc mother demeans her by telling her she's being selfish. And the tone with which the mother uses that word makes it seem as if the daughter is doing something so evil. And each time the daughter attempts to stand up for herself, she will be met with disapproval by the narcissistic mother, who will reinforce how selfish the mother believes the daughter is being. So what does that do? That sets the stage up for anyone else in the house, especially predators, to know the female child will not be protected by the mother, opening the door for all other manners of abuse. This daughter of narcissistic mother abuse is generally left with severe trust issues, often lacks confidence and self-worth, is unsure of herself, and often questions her ability to make sound decisions, attracting even more narcissistic personalities and relationships to her. The narc mother wants the daughter weak in every possible way, broken and dependent, as that is what makes the narcissistic mother feel superior. So how does one survive in such a toxic environment? Generally, silence, guys, unfortunately. The earlier the mother is successful in detaching the daughter from her own voice, the longer it may take for the daughter to reclaim it, if ever. And the easier it is for the mother to control the child and how she will be viewed by anyone outside the home. Thus, the narcissistic mother achieving her ultimate goal of domination, power, control. The scriptures speak of this as the spirit of Jezebel, which is a deceitful, two-faced, conniving, murderous spirit. I will do 2 separate videos on this topic because it's so much detail that will go into that I don't want to take away from this intro video. I will do 2 separate videos describing this hidden demon, this Jezebel narcissistic spirit, and a separate video on when the Jezebel spirit uses scripture against you. The narcissist is a soulless being. They take pleasure in your pain, and you never know where you stand with them. They pretend to be victims, and they blame their targets for their own behavior. They are incredibly arrogant and sadistic. And because of your goodness, your kindness, they see us, their targets, as weak and deserving to suffer. They present themselves in the extended family as a role model to be followed. They are spiritually dead, although they loudly profess some kind of spiritual belief, and many of them are extremely active in their churches and religious circles. They want you to fail while pretending to you that they want you to succeed. That's why gaining information and details about your life is so key for them. They do not want you to have skills. They want you to be weak as possible. Therefore, what you will find in the mother-daughter dynamic is she will never teach the daughter anything about life, no matter how from the simple things all the way up to the really important things. So anything from doing your hair or your makeup or, knowing how to make a bed properly, and especially nothing dealing with caring for your body and relationships, sex, men, nothing. You are left to figure everything out about the world, leaving you vulnerable and exposed to the world. But guys, to all of those who have suffered and are continuing to suffer with narcissistic mother abuse, You can reclaim your voice. You can take back your power and control of your life. It won't be easy, but if you've survived the abuse, you're more than strong enough to not just recover, but thrive and overcome. The process to healing is not an easy one, and rocking the boat just may leave you in that boat alone. But it starts with speaking your truth, learning how to set proper boundaries, healing the wounds that you've probably been carrying open for some 10, 20, 30 plus years. If you're battling with anger, misplaced guilt or shame, forgiveness is also in order. Give yourself the permission to be free. You need no one's explanation or closure to move forward. You set yourself free with forgiveness and letting them go. There was nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you now. It's what the narcissist mother wanted you to believe, so you wouldn't be able to articulate all that was wrong with her. Guys, I look forward to putting out more content and sharing more conversations with you on this subject. But until the next time, may you all continue to be well.